climate change, cap and trade, call it what you will. It's expected to emerge on the floor of the Senate come Monday. Senator John Kerry, Joe Lieberman, and Lindsey Graham working on this deal together. My next guest says their idea is a bad idea. Senator John Barrasso out of Wyoming is a Republican on two committees that deal directly with energy and the environment. And Senator, welcome back here to America's Newsroom. Make your case. What's wrong with it?
Well, Bill, it's important that we have energy security. It's important that we have improvements in our environment, but it's also important that we have economic growth. And to me, this is an energy tax. It's a tax on the American people. And I think as we see gas prices going up this summer, as they're very likely to do, we want to make energy as clean as we can, as fast as we can, but we want to do it without raising prices and costs for the American families.
As you know,
and my questions are going to be how they're going to do it.
Right, you come from a beautiful state, and I know you care about the environment. This deals directly with carbon dioxide polluters. The premise is to take less of it out of the atmosphere, to take less of it out of the environment. What's wrong with that idea?
Oh, it's a great idea. We need to do the technology so we can do it not just in the United States, but China is putting many, many more pollutants and other things into the atmosphere. China is, Russia, India. If the United States acts alone, it essentially is going to handicap us and make us less competitive against the Chinese and the Russians and folks from India. Those are the concerns I have, that we need to spend the money, make the investment in the technology that we can have used around the globe to work everywhere, so that the world environment is improved, not just the United States at the expense of our economy. You know, China is never going to sacrifice their economy for their environment.
Well, the first thing you said in that first answer there about costing jobs, is there a fee or a tax that's contained in the proposed bill?
Certainly the bill that passed the House is a cap and tax bill. Senator Kerry has kept this bill under wraps, but around the Capitol Hill, people are convinced that there is going to be a tax, going to be a cost to do this, which is going to drive up the cost of energy for American families, and why I consider it an energy tax across our country.
If that's who's willing to vote for another tax in this economic climate?
That's why I think that we're going to have a group together to be able to defeat the efforts to put a tax on this. But they're always looking for ways to raise taxes and spend more money. And that's what I'm opposed to. I think we need to really focus on making the investment in the technology that we can use here in the United States, but also use around the world to reduce emissions and make the entire global environment better.
All right, that is a bit of a preview for what we expect on Monday. We'll get the other side then. Barrasso, Senator John Barrasso, thank you for coming in today. The Republican out of Wyoming on this story today on the Hill. Thank you, sir. Here's Mark.